Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4, and I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and today we're looking at Ulaya Chronicles, a cooperative war game. Ooh, let's jump to the highlight reel. Oh, here we are, Ulaya Chronicles, a cooperative war game set in a dinosaur-infested jungles full of pirates and ancient technology. If you like Jurassic Park, this is like Jurassic Park on steroids. You awake with the sun beating down mercilessly on your pounding head, wet clothes clinging to you like rags. Yet Raptor Claw Island, set in a tropical post-apocalyptic world of the drowned Earth. It's packed with beautiful minis, so it is a hybrid between dungeon crawler and a war game. There's going to be an overarching story, so as you go through its campaign, it is going to be flowing nicely. It's not scenario, it is chapter based. We're getting a huge poster here. Not a board per se, it's a piece of paper. The Kickstarter could do more showing you off more of the card art and that, because it does look very, very nice. Where's the rulebook? There's no rulebook to look at. And lots of tokens here that are part of the complexity of the combat system. And some of these minis have come over from Downed Earth. Some of these minis are part metal, which increases the cost of the pledges, which is exchangeable parts on the heroes. Dinosaurs themselves, though, they're looking rather cool, like this big one here. Basically $35 for these minis here. $35 for 4 minis. Seems expensive to me anyhow. It goes all the way to $200. Ouch! Yeah, I am impressed by the Kickstarter, first of all. You can see the nice card art here. You've got to look at the videos. And the board, is it paper, the board? Not for the mainstream, it's pushing towards the hardcore miniature peeps that want to have a good storyline campaign. Heck load going on in the campaign, which is good to see. Now, the stretch goals are cool though. The arms of the minis can be interchanged, which is cool. I like this. Scenario here, the alt heads that have already been unlocked. This is nice. Now, the cave map. This one's very exciting. It says the board map will be double-sided, so it's calling it a board here. So the Corsairs is not a part of a pledge. You've got to add it on. That's the pirate pledge. These mixes here, though, are coming from the Downed Earth range. All these look super cool. So potentially the price of your Kickstarter is going to go up and up and up, because when you see some of these minis in the add-ons post-campaign, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I want to get it. Shipping prices are very, very good. You're going to need a big budget wallet for this one, aren't you? It's the Pirate Queen here, looking cool as well. Very expensive mini game. Here we are with a big campaign with branching storylines, and it looks super cool with dinosaurs, pirates, and a good story to go with it. So, oh yes, could be that dinosaur game you're looking for. If you've got an itch for dinosaurs, this will definitely tickle it, if not scratch it, if not bruise it, if not completely fulfill that itch. Ooh. Yes, the game is pricey. Yes, it is. That's the one thing holding it back for us. But, you know, if price is no object, you'll certainly be interested in this campaign. So with that, let's go to the Kickstarter page right after this important message from the station. So here it is. Kickstarter Radio 102.4 does not stand still. It is constantly evolving. Our Saturday show has just been upgraded to the newest, skinniest version, where we only look at the games we covered in the week in a new, skinnier format. Also, our live show on Sunday has been trimmed off the fat too, and we look at games that we could not cover in the week that are full of promise too. And also, we will be covering all the interesting and cool games that are worth your attention, so it is worth subscribing to this channel just to see all that we offer. So why not subscribe and make this channel even better, as we have a ton of social stretch goals, so this channel gets bigger, better, and better for you, the viewer that loves Kickstarters. So if you're bored of retail, this is the YouTube channel made for you. Oh, here we are. Ulaya Chronicles, a cooperative war game. Now, it says a solo cooperative war game set in a dinosaur-infested jungles full of pirates and ancient technology. Ooh, if you like Jurassic Park, this is like Jurassic Park on steroids. Why Jurassic Park? Dinosaurs. Oh, yeah. And I love the fact that it's dinosaurs mixed with pirates on this world. It sounds really cool. Now, it's blasted through its goal, which was a paltry goal, pretty easy to pass through. And so it's getting towards 500 backers. This game probably could get a lot more if it got more coverage out there. And we'll see in the Kickstarter page that it is worth your attention. Oh, yeah. Now, first of all, Mr. Baldwin here, James, he previously did a game which was called The Downed Earth, which was like a tabletop miniature game, just rolling dice, dinosaur fighting, etc., etc. But after the success of that campaign, he's wrote a full-on solo campaign mode, standalone rather, and it's going to have branching storylines and lots of cool stuff, potentially. Oh, yes, could be good. You awake with the sun beating down mercilessly on your pounding head, wet clothes clinging to you like rags. You remember the storm, your ship going down, and now you find yourself on the tropical beach of an unknown island. It is then that you hear the throaty roar of a jungle predator. Welcome to Ulaya Chronicles. Yeah, Raptor Claw Island. An adventure campaign game. Yes, we like these. We do indeed. Solo, yeah, up to 4 players. Also set in a tropical post-apocalyptic world of the drowned earth. More apocalyptic goodness coming out. We're getting a lot of different genres based on top of the post-apocalyptic theme. So this one is a little bit cool. It's similar to Chirok, I'd say. On the video games, if you like Chirok, you might enjoy this game. Now, it's packed with beautiful minis. Like the previous title was a miniature game, so they're bringing over the miniature, wonderful minis over into this. So it has a good foundation already. As you can see here, it says, you and a group of friends find yourself shipwrecked on an island full of pirates and dinosaurs and must learn to survive. And over the campaign, you will search for a way off the island, fight, or maybe befriend. Yeah. AI control dinosaurs. Pirates discover the mystery of Raptor Claw Island. It all sounds good. So it is a hybrid between dungeon crawler and a war game. The nice part of the war game is the dice combat and the complexity of that system, which already successful. If you want to know how the combat works, though, this Kickstarter page not really telling you, so you're forced to. We're going to look at some playthroughs, but hey, that's no worries. But yeah, there's going to be an overarching story, so as you go through its campaign, it is going to be flowing nicely. It's not scenario, it is chapter based, even though it says scenarios as we get in this list. There's going to be character progression and skill acquisition, so it's going to be a role play aspect to it. And it says a narrative scenario. It's narrative chapters. Come on, guys. If it's got an overarching story, then it's chapters, isn't it? Anyhow, I love this picture, how they have all this extra. Well, this is obviously coming from those people that were playing the miniature game and really buffed out the table presence to make it look very, very cool. But as we go down to the core box here, we get to see what this is. We're getting a huge poster here. This is coming from England, and I don't know why they've put inches here. It's a real pain in the neck, inches, for me anyway. But yeah, it's coming as poster material, so this is not a board per se, it's a piece of paper. Not too happy about the paper bit, but so, you know, you're gonna have to take careful with that, and you know, does it fold up? Why is it getting box? Oh, why is it not? It says a board map. Why is it not just a board? This is confusing me. Poster material. Won't just call it a board. Anyway, table set up here with the standees on. This is the basic pledge, and depending on each scenario, you're putting down these overlay tiles on the map here to represent things that are happening in said scenario. You've got these scenery tiles here, and that's cool. Cool. You're going to be finding lots of strange things on here, and this is going to all stretch out into the stretch goals. And around the board here, you can kind of see some people set up here. It's a little, can't really see it from this picture though, it's a bit unclear. You really have to dig into these playthroughs for that. Some nice custom dice here. Yeah. And the decks of cards, a lot of the scenario cards they're more of like side missions and stuff like that, and they're double-sided as well, which is cool. And I do love all the you know, the equipment cards that you're getting in here. It's not, the Kickstarter could do more showing you off more of the card art and that, because it does look very, very nice. The standees here are basically retail bound. The game is hopefully going into retail. The rulebook here, where's the rulebook? There's no rulebook to look at, and it would be nice to see the first scenario, the first chapter in the campaign, just to show us how it actually works. But again, you've got to watch a playthrough for that. Okay. And lots of tokens here that are part of the complexity of the combat system and sneaking around and things like that. But do you want minis instead of these standees? Well, welcome to Kickstarter. Here we go. Some of these minis have come over from Down to Earth, and I think one of the bugbears I have here is that some of these minis are part metal, which increases the cost of the pledges, which is a bit of a shame. But does that give you anything? Yes, because you can swap out the weapons on the mini, and you can even swap out the heads too for if you want them to look differently. So yeah. So if they're expensive, it's because it's part metal, and the part metal leads to exchangeable parts on the heroes. Still no FAQ here, and I've got loads of questions that this should be putting in here. Size of the minis for one. I don't want to be fishing around on your old Kickstarter page for this, but because no size of mini here, but when we go down to the dinosaurs here, it just tells you the base sizes. So here and there. Dinosaurs themselves though, they're looking rather cool. I like this big one here, and there are some even bigger ones to be seen. We're looking at the pledges here though, aren't we? So let's look at the core then. The core is only £40, which is your $50. Right, you're getting the copy of the core box. They're going to send you an RPG of it as well, so it can be played as an RPG. But if you go down to the next pledge, the Get Wet one, that's where you're getting the hero pack. It's a bit of a jump though, isn't it? It's basically $35 for these minis here. $35 for 4 minis! And if they'd just done metal, if they got rid of metal and just went plastic, they could have they could have done this whole pledge level for less than 100. I guarantee it. But they've gone for this extreme thing, and oh man, is it a foobar? Could they have had more backers if they just? I don't know. I really don't know. It is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, you're the one pledging, right? But it seems expensive to me anyhow. But the pledges do rise up. The basic Dino bundle, you're going to be at 99 sterling pounds, which is 121. Man, it's very expensive, but again, the minis, part metal. It goes all the way to $200. Ouch! Yeah. You get all the dinosaurs for the game then when you get the $200 one. Now, these minis are going to be very, very good and can be used in your RPGs, can be used in other games, and they're, going at high quality. You're paying for it, though. You're paying for that quality. And yeah, the Corsos, you got to come down here, but it tells you, it just says 4 30mm base models and 1 40mm base model. Do we care about the base model size? That we're talking about the height of the minis, which is important. We can't, is that, we want to know the height of the minis. Can we not have like one of these NPCs next to this big dinosaur to see what it looks like? Now, I'm just picking things out here. You might, if you think I'm being negative, I'm just being kind here, pointing out stuff I would like to see, because I am impressed by the Kickstarter, first of all. You ignore the price. So yeah, we've got Let's Plays for you to check it out. These minis look epic how they've been painted. And there is a scenario that gets played out, so we can see how it is. And if I just mute this along and bang in here. So it is partly going on. You can see the nice card art here. You got to look at the videos, and the board, is it paper? The board does look nice, especially you can see that the components they're putting down here. 3D trees, guys. Come on, you don't get that in the pledge. But potentially, if you could definitely buff this game out once you bought it, so to get the trees and stuff like that. As you can see in the videos, it does look very, very cool. And yeah, so there's complexity, there's all kinds of depth to this game. It's not certainly going to be, it's not mainstream. I'll say that much. It's not for the mainstream. It's pushing towards the hardcore miniature peeps that want to have a good storyline campaign. So yeah, there's going to be roles and stuff, and you can see what the scenario is like, and you can see that they're fairly short as well. You've got a 17-minute one here, scenario 2 they're giving you, which is more lengthy, 27, and there you go, pretty cool. It does say each scenario features a set of unique cards, both drive your objectives and the dangers of your environment, and discover interesting enemies and personalities, make decisions, avoid pitfalls, and overcome enemies. So there's a heck load going on in the campaign, which is good to see. And it's saying, what about Down to Earth? This is the previous mini game. It does say it does share a lot of similarities with that, but as it's a standalone, you don't necessarily need it. But if you do have the previous game, you don't need all these extra pledges for the minis because you got them already. So yeah, pledge levels. This is your basic one, your 39. Can you get these minis for cheaper? I mean, very expensive minis. Alright, so they're the pledges. This big pledge has gone, by the way. Now, the stretch goals are cool, though. They're giving you more value proposition in the minis, which is needed. The arms of the minis can be interchanged, which is cool. I like this. More scenarios in the book. Yes, more. Changing out dinosaurs, so there's no copy-paste dinosaurs. Good. More hero weapons to get, so if you find one in the game, you've literally got a mini for that to put on your character. Nice. Linen finish is going on all the cards. We'd like to see that. These are all unlocked. I mean, it's gone like gangbusters in the first week of this game. more tiles, good to see. And keep those tiles coming, because you need more of them. AI deck for the pirates that you're going to be fighting. So yeah, it's a nice mix-up of enemy types. Linear finished punch board for those that are going in for the base. We've got this nice alpha dinosaur coming as well. Some of these minis can be put on an add-on, we'll go down as well. Pirate scenario, here are the alt heads that have already been unlocked. This is nice. And it looks like potentially, like for the woman here, the alt head is her with some glasses on. So I don't know if this is equipment that the person's getting to swap out their head also, but it is rather cool. Now the cave map, this one's very exciting. It says the board map will be double-sided, so it's calling it a board here. So woohoo! It's going to include an underground cave. Ooh. It's going to be featured in several of the campaign scenarios. Dahu, the pirate queen, a sixth pirate. Meet one of the main characters of the game. Standy is in the core, but she'll feature in at least one of the scenarios, it says. Nice. And plus, if you got these minis, they are giving you the RPG system. They'll email it when you back the project. So, basic cave tiles. So yeah, instead of fixed scenery, the cave tiles are coming for extra flexibility. So this is good. More weapons are coming in, nice weapon cards, more weapon sculptures. This is all coming to the game, yes. And the giant herbivore is a social stretch goal, which they've got going on as well. Now these are the add-ons then. You can see the Corsair pack here, which you're getting with each pledge. Hang on a second, Hang on, you go up to the minis. You get the hero pack for $85. Where'd you get the Corsairs from? Hero pack, Dino pack for the $120 one. Drowned, hero pack, Dino pack, big Dino pack. So the Corsairs is not a part of a pledge. You've got to add it on. That's the pirate pledge. Okay. So it's getting more expensive if you want the full pledges, isn't it? So you can see these minis look very expensive just for one big guy. And this is why the pledges are going into the stratosphere. And so yeah, but you know, I like the characters here. You can see like a fox one here, and there's like an ape one here, and there's like a super mix of things that are going on here. And these mixes here that are coming from the Down to Earth range. It says when you go to the backer kit, you will be able to buy some of these, and some of these heroes, like that fox one, looks fantastic, doesn't it? Really does look good. This guy here with the smoke coming out of his mouth looks brilliant. All these look super cool, so potentially the price of your Kickstarter is going to go up and up and up, because when you see some of these minis in the add-ons post-campaign, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I want to get it. So if there's anything upside about this, it is the shipping prices are very, very good. They are not going to be too expensive, and even if you're going in for the $200+ pledge, the Drowned, it's still going to only cost you maximum rest of the world £27. So yeah, shipping from the UK is good value due to the Empire, the British Empire's postal service. Very good. Yes. Alright, so where'd you go from here then if you're interested in it? Well, you've got to go to the Let's Plays, because we've got no book to look at. You can see two of the scenarios being played out here, and it does look good. So it's a pricey campaign game with really cool minis and potentially great add-ons that are coming post-campaign. So you're gonna need a big budget wallet for this one, aren't you? Let's look at the updates. Update 2 in the notes to go to, but the rest is community stuff going on. Update 2. Yeah, we can see some of the minis here closer up, and yeah, they're looking really nice. The Pirate Queen here looking cool as well. Yeah, I'm sighing because it could have just... What the heck? Sorry, Fubar though, little Fubar. I'm sighing simply because it could have just been even Hips plastic. It could have done for the interchangeable stuff, but it went for metal, and that's obviously putting the cost up big time. So there we go, Ulaya Chronicles. It's a very expensive mini game with a coming back though to do a huge campaign, and so yeah, it's got a good foundation of it being a miniature game, but here we are with a big campaign with branching storylines, and it looks super cool with dinosaurs, pirates, and a good story to go with it. So, oh yes, could be that dinosaur game you're looking for. If you've got an itch for dinosaurs, this will definitely tickle it, if not scratch it, if not bruise it, if not completely fulfill that itch. Ooh. Yes, so Ulaya Chronicles, do check it out. We certainly had fun looking at it, but for us it's a little too pricey. But is that a problem for you? You'll have to decide. But yeah, do we recommend it? We recommend you do more research, is what we do. There's more to look at on this project. So with that bombshell, you've been listening to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm Lipstickpaddy. You take care and stay safe. Bye bye for now.